Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, KGRA proudly brings to you its Pop Culture Minefield's Dork Side of the Ring! The Dork Knight, Danny Ballard, the Atmosphere, Joe Rivers, the Dork Side of the Ring! And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it! Hello there. How's everybody doing?
Doing all right. Better than last week.
That's good. That's good. Joe, you're muted, buddy. I don't know if you know that.
I was going to say, he's got me jealous. He's already playing WWE 2K23.
Is that what I was
on
hearing?
My brand new PS5.
Yes.
Look at this. This is amazing marketing. Like, more companies need to just do this. Just have a gold package with the name on it. Like, nothing else. Just gold package, name of the game, name of the system. That's all you need.
Who's on the cover? Who's the wrestler?
John Cena.
Is that John Cena?
Do you not see? There's nobody on this cover. It's just gold and 2K23.
Yeah, you can't see the guy on the cover, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Bro.
I like that it's Thugonomics John Cena too. It's like back when I loved Cena.
Yeah.
So Monkey says, Dork, invite Rod Thunderheart. I sent you a link to his Twitter in your DMs. He's a former pro wrestler. I actually, I did that. Didn't hear back from him, but we'll see how that goes. I appreciate you, Monkey. Also want to say hi to, let's see, Penny's in the chat, or, my mom. Hi, Mom. We got Daryl Harris. Hello, good sir. Thank you for swinging by. We got...
What's up, D?
Yeah. We got Danielle Hess. Good morning. And yeah.
Good morning, Danny.
So I'm sure we'll get some more people as the show rolls on. So let's catch up. Johnny, we haven't seen you in a couple weeks. I'll let you other than, your little flex there with the PS5.
I took last week off. I took last week off for a personal reason. Don't really want to get into it. Just glad you guys held down the fort without me.
We got you.
Other than that, I got a PS5 this week. I've been playing 2K23. The funny thing about this, they actually have, if you beat the John Cena showcase mode, you can unlock an invisible John Cena. Like literally, it's a pair of shorts and wristbands, and it's called Super Cena.
Are you telling me that we can
model.
actually? Are you telling me that we can actually do what Jim Cornette hates more than anything in the world?
You can
wrestle an invisible man.
That's
what I'm talking about.
You still can't wrestle a blow-up doll, but you can wrestle the Invisible Man in this game.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was cracking up so hard. I literally had to pause the game and put my controller down because I had a gut. I just started busting a gut.
That's too good.
It's literally just a pair of jorts, sneakers, wristbands, and a hat, and you're wrestling it.
Wow. Well, see, I would have bought it.
I love wrestling video games.
Yeah, they're cool. I would have bought that one brand new, but 2K20 burnt me of all that buying shit brand new from now on. I've got to see, read the reviews now. I've got to see what people like you think of it.
My personal review of somebody who's bought every single iteration all the way back to WWF Attitude.
Right.
This one's good. This is a good game. I'm highly enjoying it. It takes the engine they introduced last year in 2K21, but expanded upon it. It's a little bit more user friendly. It looks great and it plays great. Like the flow of the matches feel a lot more authentic. It's not a lot of stop start like it was in the past.
Right.
Matches just seem to kind of flow better. The movements, like if guys are near the ring, they'll like actually use the ring to like pull themselves up, or the ropes to pull themselves up. It's a whole rebuilt engine from last year, and I really enjoy it. I haven't gotten into much of the story modes yet. I did the John Cena showcase mode, which I liked. because you don't actually play as Cena until the very end. Most of it you play
Okay.
as Cena's opponents on times where he's beaten him. And so it's funny
Okay.
because you actually play you play as Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 21 here in Vegas where I was at. And I'm like, wow, I watched this match live. And then the same for the one where Brock Lesnar just paced him with suplex, like the birth of Suplex City.
Oh,
I was at that
man.
match.
Wasn't that
live at
SummerSlam?
SummerSlam in
Wasn't it
LA.
SummerSlam he did
Yeah, it
that
was
to him, man?
SummerSlam. I think it was 14. No. It was either 14 or 18. I think it was 14 though.
But
yeah,
the
when
number
Brock Lesnar
was
just
16.
dragged
16 German suplexes he gave him in that match.
Yeah,
16.
and you actually have to do that as part of the objectives.
Really?
You literally have to spam the suplex.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Brock has 3 German suplexes in his moveset that can be used for it. And like first they give you an objective, hit Cena with 8 suplexes. And then like you'll do a few moves and they'll go through a sequence. They'll be like one of the live action ones like they did with the Rey Mysterio showcase. And then it's like, bam, hit him with another 7 suplexes. I'm like, wow, they're really going for the up intensity. I'm literally ragdolling Cena, and I saw that match live, so I kind of geeked out a little bit about it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite matches ever. Yes.
Oh my God.
I guess this, the intro turned into a review. So what did you think of this this game you're gushing about?
I give it.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Damn it, you had to rock my world right there. Never matters what I think. Why do we even have a podcast?
Yeah. Aw. You know, buddy.
Well, we got a lot to get into this week.
Well, Joe, what about you? What have you been up to this week?
Oh man, just working. A lot of shows this week. A lot of shows. Been creating some new stuff for my different shows that I do on my channel. Did a little research on some stuff. Got some good news and bad news for State of the Apron. And I got something about your girl that you love so much, Miss Monet. So we got some things to cover there.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm thinking, and we didn't get a chance to talk before the show. We might have to get the card out and do our predictions today.
I already have it up. Actually.
Yeah,
I have the Wikipedia up.
We will not be on again till night 1 is over. So, yeah, and good shows this week. And we do need for you AEW fans out there. I'm definitely making them talk about AEW this week because we finally got something that we haven't seen in almost 2 years.
What? El Hijo de Vikingo?
A Kenny Omega singles match.
Huh?
It might have been against a dwarf, but it was still a singles match by Kenny Omega.
That was a banger of a match, man.
Yes, it was.
Vikingo is one of those guys that he's an attraction for me. I want to see that guy.
If you
live.
like Lucha Libre, then yeah,
I hope they book him for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yep.
Right on. Not that you guys asked, but I had a week. I did get to go to the Undertaker One Dead Man show here in Vegas at the Cosmo. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hindsight's always 20/20. So my plan was, I was going to just keep my phone in my pocket and audio record so I could take notes later. And when you get there, they make you put your phone in this like contraption, and when you keep it on you, but you can't. It blocks everything. You can't unlock it. And it has some kind of, I don't know, some kind of weird bag. I've checked my phone in before at different events, and you get a ticket, kind of like a coat check. But this was the first time I ever had like a weird contraption. So full disclosure, because it's Vegas, and I was having fun, and I thought it would be a fun idea to do a small amount of mushrooms for this show, and yeah, and it was awesome. But the sad thing is I can't give you like a detailed like report, so to speak, but I can tell you that I remember having a lot of fun. And apparently it was Undertaker's birthday. And in the middle of the show, he had a surprise guest because he normally does a one-man show. And his buddy, who lives here in Vegas, the Godfather, came out on stage and brought a bottle of Jack and just sat there. And the two of them were just drinking Jack and telling old war stories. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. It was really, really cool.
Right on, right on. Well, I got to go to SmackDown on Friday.
Yeah, I know. Which we talked about this a little bit backstage. I was
And let
supposed
me
to
tell
go.
you what, when Rey
I effed up.
Mysterio squared up and knocked his punk ass kid out, the roof came off the place.
The pop, huh? Yeah.
The roof came off.
I still think
Champ
it would have.
Artery.
I still think it would have been better if they waited till the
I was
you know,
going to say your prediction got blown
Hall
up,
of Fame.
didn't it?
But yeah, I was.
It
I
still
was
may
fine.
happen though. Just to pump it up, they may still
I
attack
wanna-
him at the show. But
Hey,
Hall
Courtney's
of Fame.
here. Hey, Courtney. Yeah, I think that Dominic needs to beat the tar out of Conan at the Hall of Fame. Just to keep.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. That's what I'm not going to put any
Of
money on
course,
it.
no. It'd be more like Dominic attacking Conan and Conan just.
I was fixing to say
Monkey
beating the shit
stopping
out
him.
of. Nah, I don't know.
So,
Conan's a pretty thick guy.
Yeah, but no, I mean, come on,
You seen that guy's neck?
Yeah, but have you seen like the Damian Priest? Dude's huge. Hey, Andy Morrow, thanks for swinging by. So speaking of, I made a joke a second ago. I was like, I won't put money on it. Did you guys hear that the WWE is trying to get approved for gambling on?
Yes,
that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. Like the only way that could work
for gambling.
No, well,
They already have
you didn't hear
bets
about
on like DraftKings.
No, they're trying to get it. They're using the Oscars as a comparison. They're working with a company to try to like legalize betting on predetermined, sports entertainment. And the only way I think it could work. Hey, Zax, welcome to the show. The only way I think it could work is they'd have to lock it in, not tell anybody until like, the day of. And you wouldn't, and they'd have to stop letting people bet on it like the day before or something like that. I mean, because otherwise, because the refs got to know the outcome, the two wrestlers involved have to know the outcome, and at least Triple H is going to know the outcome. That's 4 people, and then you've got like all of those people. Like I don't know, I think that's a slippery slope. I think they should not do that. But,
well, I mean, like I said, they already have prop bets on DraftKings. Like.
Yeah, but that's different. You're not. It's free, and you're not putting any money into that with the DraftKings thing. But I don't know. So anyway, let's. I guess Joe had to disappear for a second, but let's get into before we get to SmackDown.
I'm here.
Okay, let's talk about Raw. So the show opens up with
tag matches on.
Oh yeah. We get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come out. They officially issue the challenge, and the Usos accepted it. So,
no. Jey Uso accepted.
Well, Jimmy was like, "Nah, y'all don't deserve it."
Jimmy did not look too thrilled about that. There might be some fracturing in the bloodline.
Oh yeah. And then we get pretty good match with Austin Theory. He.
Are you starting to come around on?
I'm digging Theory, man, and they announced that he and John Cena are going to open night 1 of WrestleMania.
Yep. I think Cena's going to put him over. I think Cena's actually going to let him win.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, if Austin Theory loses after that promo that Cena cut on him, it'll bury him. It'll cripple his career. So let's hope that. Cena does the right thing and puts him over. But they're making him look good. He beat both the Street Profits, 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He still needs to shave though. I'm just like
the beard looks stupid. It does.
It doesn't look right on him.
No.
I just.
He's supposed to be a tough guy. He sunglasses and a thick ass Grizzly Adams beard do not work together. They just don't.
Yeah.
You can't be Hollywood with a beard like that.
It's mostly a neck beard too. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, right.
It's not a.
You got to give Montez some props though, because that was a bang on John Cena in person. Like the way he moved, he was moving just like Cena.
Well, he pulled out a Steve Austin stomping a mud hole in the corner.
Yeah, right.
At one point also.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Oh yeah. So like, what was after that? So Mustafa Ali is just completely embarrassed by Omos.
Omos, yeah.
Um,
What are they? I don't know what they're gonna do with Ali, man. You can tell the guy's clearly not happy.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
Would you be the way they're using him?
I almost want to be like, I almost want to dress in a Captain America suit and sit down in front of him, like, so your career's not going the way you thought it would go. Like,
Right.
which sucks is Mustafa Ali is like probably one of the most talented guys they got on the roster too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's one of those guys you think would have gotten a major push when Triple H took over, but nope. Like, and so now I'm starting to think like, okay, who did he piss off backstage?
right? Yeah, who's I don't know.
Who's he got heat with? 'Cause
Yeah,
that guy is way too talented to not be in a premier spot.
yeah. You know, that's the thing. Timing is everything in life, and he was, he lost his spot in the match that birthed Kofi Mania because he was
Right.
injured.
Yep.
And he hasn't really been able to get back on that momentum he was back then.
I'd
Well,
like
then
to see him.
retribution-
Them.
Then retribution happened.
Yeah, Jesus.
I think the modern day Maharaja would be a good way to get him going. You know what I mean? Make him a bad guy. And
Is he even still around?
I haven't seen him in a long
I
time.
haven't. Jinder
Who
Mahal.
knows?
Yeah, I
But
haven't,
he could manage him.
He's on
I mean, the
NXT
guy's
with
great on the
Shanky.
mic. You know what I mean? So
No.
Oh, he's on
Jinder
NXT,
Mahal is
I guess.
on NXT with Shanky now. They're a tag team.
are they?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't watch NXT. Okay, back to the Raw. So the next thing was Impulsive TV, which was just funny because like the crowd hate this guy, and Seth comes out and just immediately they brawl. It was not really a Impulsive TV segment. It was more of
No.
a fight. Then we got Johnny Gargano versus Dominic Mysterio. And I'm digging Dominic, man. Oh my God, he's one of the best things right now in wrestling. And I never thought I'd say that. Is when he was a baby face tagging with his dad and just trying to be all white meat baby face. I was not feeling
They
it
are,
at all.
yeah. They have actually taken two guys that I never thought would be in main storyline events, Sami Zayn and Dominic Mysterio, and
Yeah.
made them must-see TV. They have.
Yeah. But he's still doing the Eddie thing. Beats Gargano fair and square with the frog splash.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about fair and square because Gargano did come out with wrist tape or his ribs taped, and Dominic was punishing that chest like the whole
Of course,
time.
you're gonna put a bullseye on something, and it's gonna attract attention, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And what was up with the? He had different music. I didn't even know it was him at first.
Who, Dominic or?
No, Gargano. Did you notice that?
They did change his music recently. It's still Rebel Heart, but it's like a different remix of Rebel Heart. It's weird. I like the old version better. The
Johnny
NXT
Gargamel.
version.
Yeah.
Did you watch that list yet?
No, man. I've had a week. I'm sorry.
All right, I get it. I've had a week too. So.
That and now that I do these two, like with Star Wars on Wednesday review with Salty Trekker, and then Picard on Thursdays with Salty Trekker, and I'm the one that clips up the slideshows and makes the thumbnails and sets all that up.
When do you go live on your Star Wars show?
We do it at, I think it's 3 o'clock Pacific on Wednesday, and 3 o'clock Pacific on Thursday for Picard. And I tell you what, look at this guy.
Picard is the best thing on television right now.
No spoilers. I'm waiting till the season's over because I don't want to wait.
I've been working on this article.
You're waiting. You don't want to wait, so you're waiting. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait week to week.
He doesn't want to wait week to week.
But that's what makes it so good. You can't wait for the next show.
I've watched it. I haven't done this.
It's already hard enough waiting week to week for Bad Batch and Mandalorian, okay? I got some great Mandalorian.
I can wait a week for the Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian's trash this season. I'm actually really disappointed in Mandalorian this season. But Picard, man.
You mean Grogu and Friends?
Yeah. Picard is is the best Star Trek in over 2 decades.
Dude.
I'm
Yes.
loving it. It's so
Yeah,
good.
It's really good.
I've watched the last 2
I love
episodes.
the first 2 seasons.
Like the first 2 seasons were garbage. So, but anyway, back
Wow,
to
this one's
wrestling.
even better.
Yeah, we
Wait,
don't
this
want to
season's
derail
better than
too
the
much
first 2
here.
seasons.
Dude, it's basically a next gen reunion show. It's
Yeah,
freaking
that's
awesome.
what it is, and it's awesome.
And the last episode where they're at the Fleet Museum, Jesus, man, just chef's kiss. It was fucking.
Don't
beautiful.
Don't,
tell me,
man,
don't-
you're gonna spoil it for me.
I didn't spoil. I'm
bro.
being very vague. You know, I didn't say
Does he tell Wesley to shut up? I do got to know. Does he tell Wesley to shut up?
Wesley's not in it.
He's not in it.
Oh.
He's the traveler. He was in.
He's stuck in 10 forward on the after shows.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
a true reunion without Wesley Crusher.
Well, look, Wesley came back last season to take away Soji, I think, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So he's doing traveler things. Anywho, back to the
He could
wrestling.
travel his ass to the freaking ship and say hi to his mom.
Nobody. Yeah, Monkey, I guess you missed the part where I said I got it. I read your message, and I actually messaged that fellow, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet. But thank you for coming back.
If that gets too loud, guys, let me know. I'll mute my mic.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right,
hear
so let's get back to Raw because we got a lot to discuss this week. We still got our predictions to do and all that.
Yeah, so we got the next was Rhea Ripley comes out to do a promo, and then for some reason, Damage Control comes out talking smack, and it turns into a Bailey Rhea match. Are we like trying to do a double turn here? Are we gonna make Rhea a baby and Charlotte a heel? Is that what's happening here? Because
No, I just think Bailey's shooting her mouth off. I think if anything, Damage Control is going to turn on Bailey, and she's going to be the one turning babyface eventually after Mania.
yeah, well, Rhea who won, and she should have, So
Well, yeah, they got to keep her. God, she's dominant right now.
oh yeah, she reminds me. She's like this generation's China. I've said that before, but it's Anyway, I think the next was kind of some comedy BS with
Shush.
thank you, Chad Gable, losing to Ricochet, which I'm never gonna have a problem with Ricochet winning a match. That dude's a human highlight reel.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
He's like a video game.
Oh, he
kind of
lives
guy.
here now, right? He
Yeah,
lives in
yeah,
town now.
Yeah. Dragon Ruse, welcome to the party, pal. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi. Everybody here, don't forget to please hit that like button for us. It really helps us out. All right, in the next segment,
Subscribe.
the next segment is weird to me. Like, I am zero hyped for Bianca Belair versus Asuka.
Yeah.
Like, why are they putting
this
them
is
together?
the worst build up ever. It is.
It's and
It's because Ronda wanted to work the tag division with Shayna. Kind of throw a monkey wrench into everything.
yeah, but like, you've got two baby faces, and this is like the second time they've teamed them up together against the Team Karen.
I
Well,
like
Team
that
Karen's
name, man.
this week because it was Chelsea Green with Piper Niven and not.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
And-
Corey's girlfriend,
Not
or
Carmella.
wife, or
Carmella.
whatever she is now, couldn't make it. Yeah. Mhm.
Adam Pierce. Yeah, like some in line. I don't know if it's she's injured or what in real life, but Adam Pierce addressed that. All right, now here's the good stuff. Cody Rhodes, baby. Cody Rhodes, baby. And Roman Reigns. But, dude, I'm so mad I effed up Friday because I wanted a Cody Rhodes shirt. That was my main thing. I was like, I'll go to SmackDown or just like nothing else. I just want the Cody Rhodes shirt, but it's all good. I'll just have to use the link in the description for the WWE shop to support the show, and
do
I'll get
that.
my Cody Rhodes
Yeah.
shirt there. And who knows? Maybe there's even a coupon code I can give you guys later if you're interested. But let's talk
you can
about.
probably get this hat, this sweet ass American Nightmare hat.
Look at you, man. Look at you. Let's talk about this. I'm doing too much talking. You guys, Joe, somebody get in here. Tell me what you thought about this final segment.
This final segment, it was cool, man. It was cool. My favorite part of it was him listing down and Look, everybody laughed at me when I said Roman was my guy. I still got all of Roman Empire stuff.
Yep.
But dude, how good is he as a heel?
What do you think?
Oh.
Cody is breaking it down. What's going to happen? You're going to
Yeah.
lose this. You're going to lose that. And this guy's, and he looks right at Sikoa and goes, "You're not ready. You ain't ready for shit. You're going to lose you too." And you can tell in his face, he was visibly shaken by this and said, "Hell with it." Left the ring, and Sikoa tried to muscle up on Cody and basically reinforcing what Cody just said. He says, "Nah, come here. Come on.
Yeah.
Come with me."
Well, they're having a match on the Go Home show of Raw tomorrow.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Solo
Right.
Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes. This is
Yes.
going to
And
be
they
the
were
first-
and they were already selling him having a busted knee.
So I think well, this is going to be the first time Sikoa gets pinned, I believe, like for the 1, 2, 3 here up in the main roster, because he's lost.
Because
but
he's not going to
gonna pin.
lose. If they want to protect him, they're going to have something happen to where there's a disqualification or something.
No, I
Schmaz
want to
said
see
what-
Cody. I want to see. Yeah, I don't want to schmoz. I want to see Cody pin him 1, 2, 3, help build up that momentum.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. I don't think they're going to let Sikoa get pinned yet. I don't think that's going to happen.
That was
Okay.
that was a
Great.
random comment. Did you notice that? Did you see that? That was funny.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It said hello. I don't know what TIL means. It's not normal to take a free grape at the store because my whole life my parents told me you get to have 1 free grape at the store. Okay, right on.
Okay.
Thank you for
I like
stopping
grapes.
by. Grapes are good.
I like Chad
And,
Gable too.
Twinkle teaches likes Chad Gable. Shush. Weren't you a librarian
That's
at one
how you
point?
should. That
Twi-
man is a
twi-
national
Twinkle?
treasure. He's a former
I'm-
Olympian, damn it.
Oh,
Not
today
the
I
Today I
librarian.
learned.
learned.
Not the
Okay.
librarian. Not the
No, I'm pretty sure Twinkle teaches in the
Yeah.
chat used to be a librarian, so she would like shush. She would like that guy.
Right.
Yeah. End of Raw. Cody looked like a badass. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna pin Solo Sikoa. In my opinion, he has to build, keep building that momentum. You know.
I'll tell you what,
'Cause
though, Solo
Roman's
Sikoa's a
not
local
gonna
boy,
be-
and he was over like Grover on Friday night. He got
Yeah.
a big pop on Friday.
I think the bloodline shows up and protects him from losing.
Yeah,
When Cody gets momentum and is about to win.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Solo
Okay.
has
I think
lost
it's an
to
all-out
Cody
brawl.
DQs.
Yeah. What's up? I think they send everybody down there. If I was booking a go-home show for WrestleMania, that's what I'd do.
Right
You know
on.
what I mean?
Well, so correct me if I'm wrong. Roman's not going to be on Raw, but he is going to be on the Go Home SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens there. But speaking of SmackDown, Johnny Rock was the man on the scene. My dumbass
was. Boots
My
on
dumbass-
the ground.
did not. I was supposed to go, supposed to be there, but shit happens.
Yeah,
so
I'm
didn't
pretty
make
sure
it.
you can pick me out. Like I'm dead center hard cam. If you watch it, I'm wearing my RK Bro shirt, and I'm sitting
nice.
right next to my roommate, and she's got the brightest red hair, like nuclear fire red hair, like right next to me.
Well, tell us
So,
before we
I'm
get
pretty
into
sure
the
we
card.
show
Like,
up on camera.
tell us what happened. Like,
Uh,
before, like, did they record any
Yeah,
dark
no,
matches
it was a
ahead
hell
of
of a
time?
show. It was a good show. I always say, like, when WWE comes to Las Vegas. I missed the opening dark match, but I did catch the one at the end of the show. We were running a little late because traffic.
Okay.
Arrived right as the Cody Rhodes Ludwig Kaiser match was like starting.
Oh, so you missed Cody's entrance.
Oh no! We walked in for like I had just gotten merch. Like the merch line was super short, and like I heard the
Damn it, I wish
opening
I-
SmackDown song in the background. I'm like, oh, we better get in there. So like we cashed out,
So mad at myself.
went in there, and like right as like the lights went out, and it's like dun dun. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Like we're still like I'm singing Kingdom as I'm walking to my seat. Like every word to
Nice.
Kingdom as I walk into my seat. Like so.
Wow. Cool.
That entrance is powerful. It's
Man.
That's a pretty good intro.
I read an article this morning that he's taken the lead in merch sales. So he's got over 100 items on the WWE shop. Again, link is in the description if you would like to support the podcast.
Well, I mean, he got like $60 out of me.
Yeah, right. So yeah, he opens the show with the Imperium dude,
Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah. So how was it, live, like, there, watching that, because that was a good match.
Yeah, it looked good on television. That's for sure.
It was a pretty good match. Unfortunately, I missed the whole next segment though, like after the match, because we actually had to change seats. So that the hard camp seats weren't my original seat, grammar pal. But when we sat down in our seats, like there was a cameraman right in front of us, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like my tickets don't say limited view. What can you do about this?
Mm-hmm.
And they put us. They like went to the box office. They did their little computer thing. I was kind of a super Karen about it, and they put us smack dab in the middle of the hard.
Check you out.
I was like, yeah. Sometimes being the squeaky wheel, you get the grease.
You get the grease,
right,
man.
So you missed the whole thing with Heyman being out there and all that.
Well, I saw him standing out there, and I saw like I saw Solo come out, like because they had it playing on. They had the TV feed playing on the monitor.
Right.
While I was at the box office. So I saw Solo was out there, and I heard the pop. Like when Solo came out, the place went nuts because, like I said, he grew up here in Vegas. He wrestled here in Vegas on the indie scene for years. That's right, Johnny Super Karen Rock. That's my gimmick. My gimmick.
Well, that's actually where
me and Bailey are going to form a mixed tag team and just complain to every match.
So that's where they actually set up this Solo Sikoa match, and Cody had a great line, where he basically says that you're going to find out on Raw that you're not ready, and Roman's going to find out at WrestleMania that he ain't ready either.
Yeah,
yeah, he wasn't ready.
Pretty good. You're not ready.
And then we get a Charlotte Flair promo. Was she getting booed? Like you were there.
It was weird. She wasn't getting booed. But they were doing the what chant, and I fucking hate the what chant, especially when you got a baby face in the ring. It's like, come on, God, like she's supposed to be the good guy here or good girl here. Like, can we? And of course, I love Charlotte Flair, so like I'm wooing, like. Everybody else, I'm yelling woo. So
1 second here. We got a super sticker for $1.99 from Twinkle Teaches. Thank you very much. It's a heart, sticker. So okay, Daryl. Hey. Daryl wants to hear it. Super chat. Although it's a super sticker, but anyway.
Super sticker.
So yeah, back to the Charlotte thing because it was bizarre. It seemed like she was letting the crowd throw her off, and then she was just kind of acting kind of like a heel. I was like, I don't know, like how did it come off in person?
I think she was getting irritated by the what chance, but I think she recovered nicely, and then she just started going full bore into her promo and ignoring it, and people stopped. So I actually, that wasn't on Charlotte. I'm kind of embarrassed for the crowd that night. Like
she really did. I don't know, man. Like maybe they did it differently on TV. I mean, Joe, what did you like? I felt like she came off like a heel more.
She did.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's because of her. It's because
I think it's more of the fact that everybody like she's a natural heel. It's like Randy. It's like whenever Randy Orton's a babyface. Like Randy Orton has trouble getting over as a babyface because he's been such a shit heel his entire career, and the only way you can get him over as a babyface is to pair him with a guy like Matt Riddle and like bring out Randy's goofy side.
Right.
Yeah.
Same with
absolutely
Triple H. Triple H, great shit heel his entire career. The only time he was ever babyface was when he had Shawn Michaels to play off of and they were in DX. Like when he was just like regular Triple H of the game trying to be babyface, I never bought it. Yeah.
And Remo, I agree. Charlotte, she's a natural heel.
Yeah, she is.
That's why I feel like they're going to do.
He's a Flair, baby.
I think they're going to do some kind of double turn at WrestleMania with those two, especially because you were moving when Rhea beats Charlotte because she's going to be on SmackDown. She'll be the SmackDown Women's Champion, whereas the rest of the Judgment Day is on Raw. And I don't know. I see her getting ready for some like a monster run with that SmackDown title, and it's long overdue for her. But
agreed.
the next one was, I was so happy that LA Knight finally won a match.
Yeah.
And he did it with the most devastating move in
he
all of
was
sports
over.
entertainment.
Like,
the surprise roll
I
up.
think that was the
Yes.
hottest match of the night with the crowd. That was the hottest
Sure.
match of the night with the crowd.
Two really good wrestlers going at it, man. It was good.
Well, not
LA
just
Knight.
that. I mean, like
Yeah.
both of them have roots here. Like Rey Mysterio lives here in Vegas now. Spoiler: he doesn't live in San Diego no more. Him and his whole family live here. That's why Aaliyah and his wife were at ringside.
Right.
The Mysterios live here in Las Vegas now. They moved.
Yep.
LA Knight is from, Southern California originally, but again, he's a former FSW champion, lived and worked indie scene out here in Vegas for years before he signed to Impact as Eli Drake. So both guys have history in this town. And, the crowd was hot for both of them. They put on a banger of a match. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And it was good to see LA Knight actually get a win.
I'm telling you,
Really
man,
good to see
I'm gonna be mad at myself for a good long while for missing out on that show live. But
to me, the main
that was,
event of the night was it happened after the match.
This match you're talking about, when we finally get so
describe the pop, my friend.
Yeah,
describe the pop.
Let everybody know what we're talking about, and then
So Dominic, after the match, starts getting in his mother's face and insulting Ray and telling his mom to shut up. And I can tell you,
not even that, dude. He goes, "Mom,
I was raised by my mother
and
my stepfather. I was raised by my mother and my stepfather. And my stepfather is a career military man, 30 years Army. Nothing fazed this guy. Like, I could call this guy names to his face, never fazed him. I could do some horrible things to my stepdad, and nothing fazed him, except one thing, and that was disrespecting my mother.
Disrespecting your mother. That is
his wife. That is not just my mother. That is his wife. That is the love of his life, and he would fight for her and die for her. And I tell you what, as soon as Dominic got in his mother's face, I turned to Danny. He was sitting, not you, Danny, but my roommate Danny. And I turned to her. I was like, "Oh man, this is what's finally going to push Ray over the edge." And sure enough, he comes up there and clocks his kid in the face. It was the punch heard around the world. I was like 7 months at the making since Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, so
happened.
I've been trying to spit this out for the last 2 minutes. What I thought was hilarious was when Dom says, "Did you know you married a deadbeat?" Actually, you did, because you sat by and watched every night as he left me. Shut up. And then shut up. And then Ray's yeah, man. It was now Joe was asking me. Yeah, but describe that pop. Did it blow the roof off the house? What happened?
It did blow the roof off the house. It tore the roof off the MGM Garden Arena and erupted into yes chants, holy shit chants. Friggin' you deserved it chants.
Nice.
There were so many different chants going on. It was kind of just a cacophony of noise, but it was loud. It was very loud.
So it's so weird where they position this match and segment, because following something that hot is this the thing we didn't get to talk about last week, Joe, the tag team showcase thing that they're doing.
Yes.
Real quick, one last thing about the Dominic's. That kid is a natural heat magnet, because even during the match, just when he walked out, people were chanting at Dominic. They went from chanting for Ray and LA Knight, like there was the dueling Ray Mysterio, LA Knight, there was that. But the minute Dom walked out, it was "Where's your mommy?" It was "Dom sucks," or F you, Dominic.
No, he's.
You can't buy that kind of heat. You can't buy it.
If you'd have told me a year ago that Dominic Mysterio was going to be one of the most over heels who draws the most heat, I'd have told you you're fucking crazy. I mean, like, there's no fucking
Right?
that kid. No, but he's done it, man. Doing the whole shimmy and the
Oh, yeah,
frog
I go that
splash and the shit talking, and I still want to see him beat the shit out of Conan at the Hall of
I
Fame.
want him to lean more into the Eddie Guerrero thing. I want him to actually like start coming out as Dominic Guerrero.
Yeah, that would be great.
Like, imagine the heat he could draw that way.
Oh
Have
yeah.
Vicky as his manager.
Excuse me. Oh, that would be gold, man. That would be gold. Why did you say that? Now I really want that to happen. Oh, is she still with AEW though? Because I haven't seen her.
No, I haven't seen her on AEW program.
She hasn't been on AEW in a long time.
Yeah,
she was managing Nyla Rose for a while.
Nyla Rose. So, all right. So this tag team thing, we all know what's going on here. It's just being set up so Ronda and Shayna can eventually get the tag titles. But I'm not.
You think there's going to be a title switch this week sometime?
I don't know. So what's going to happen? So Becky Lynch did an interview yesterday, and in the interview she said that it hasn't been confirmed yet, but she fully intends to wrestle both nights, because night one is the 6 woman
the
tag match,
Legends versus Damage Control.
Yeah, and Becky said that she wants to face the winner of the women's showcase for the tag titles,
which is going to be Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. So I think that they win the first night, and then they lose the titles the second night, if that happens. But Becky was kind of also quick to say, I'm not saying that's happening. I'm saying that's what I want to happen, is I want to wrestle both nights at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But apparently it's confused. So it's like 4 teams.
Yep.
They're going to compete, and with tag teams, like have they said what the rules are going to be? Is it going to be like only 2 people at a time? 4 tornado rules? No,
is it elimination? Is it not?
Yeah, I mean, like,
have you looked at the card?
I think we'll get the rules the day of.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so one team that was just thrown together beat some other team that was just thrown together, and it doesn't really matter because what was it? Natalya and Shotzi are just going to lose to Ronda and Shayna Baszler.
Shotzi's fun to see live, but Lacey Evans is still trash.
See, I'm so mad. I've never seen the tank thing in person. You know what I mean?
It's cool. It's cool. It's loud. It's loud. It was louder than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to go off like a little fizzle sparkler, but when that thing shoots off, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's like, whoa. Did Cody Rhodes come out again?
So here's another thing I was confused by. So after the match, Ronda and Shayna come out, and basically it sounds like they don't even have to qualify. It sounds like they're just like, we're in it.
They've been added to the match. Yeah, they don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Royal Rumble rules. Remember, I said that during the lead up to the Royal Rumble. I said, okay, why does Ricochet got to wrestle top dollar to get into the Rumble? But you can have like
everybody else is
say, I'm in the Rumble.
I'm in the Rumble. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my
Makes
goodness.
no sense.
Yeah.
You know what though? I think what Ronda wants, Ronda gets.
Yeah. So again,
tag title run, she gets tag title run.
The flow of this episode of SmackDown, I felt off to me because, and I guess it's probably better for you guys because you said there was a dark match after this went off the air, but we have that amazing LA Knight Rey Mysterio match followed by an amazing segment with Dominic, and then we go to this is the last match of the night for the viewers.
No, was it? No.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, because
there was one match that I personally loved.
No, we
two of my favorite guys.
The only thing left was the contract signing and then the KO.
And what did the contract signing lead to?
It was a brawl. It wasn't a match. What it was.
Wait, did you not see Pete Dunne versus Gunther?
I was fixing to say.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Pete Dunne and Gunther was a match. That's what made the match was the signing.
My favorite guys in the I was so hot
on his
face.
Match. That's right. I remember now. Gunther literally stepped on him.
It was, dude, when Walter slaps somebody for real, like you hear it. You hear it everywhere. Them chops are no joke.
I bet it echoed through the arena. So
Yeah.
what so how did that come off live then? Was there like a bunch of standing around when they cut the commercial type shit?
Oh
or
yeah,
they-
yeah. No. I mean, like that's just the nature of the. Have you ever been to a live show?
I've been to several.
Yeah, me too.
You know that like when the lights go down
They
during
have
the live
promotional
show,
videos. Yeah.
they'll play promotion. But if you watch the ring, like I mean, like it's not like they're up there talking to each other and they're still on opposite ends of the rings. If they got their boys, like the Brawling Brutes were out there,
Mhm.
and they were like trying to hold Pete Dunne back because he's crazy.
Yeah.
I still refuse to call him Butch.
Butch.
But yeah, they're holding him back, and like you could tell he's like a caged animal just ready to go, and of course Walter's just standing there like on the opposite end of the ring, like I mean I'm the champ. He's the biggest dude in the ring, and he's the champ. Like what's he's gonna squash this little British guy like a bug.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that's why I forgot.
But it was a good match. It was a really good match, and it definitely made Walter Gunther look strong.
Yeah.
I'm actually really looking forward to that match. That's actually one of my most anticipated Mania matches because Sheamus, Drew, and Walter Gunther.
That's going to be awesome. Yes, it
just
is.
Three big beefy dudes, and like they're huge in person. Like Drew McIntyre,
yeah,
fucking massive.
Yeah, he's a big dude. I tell you what, I am really looking forward to that match. And at first I was like, I think Gunther's going to drop it so he can go up to the main event scene and face off with Cody. But now I don't know because they were really kind of building up the tension a lot more than I expected them to between Sheamus and Drew. Because, that part where he's like, mate, we were supposed to go, after the match, after our fight, we should have had a pint, but instead you wanted to be all butt hurt or whatever. What do you how do you think this is gonna play out?
It's 50-50. As much as I would like to see, what? Tell you what, can we table that for our predictions?
Sure. Okay.
Let's finish SmackDown, and then do you want to go into WrestleMania predictions before AEW? Or do you
we'll finish SmackDown. We'll finish SmackDown. We'll let Joe do the State of the Apron, and then we'll have the break.
We'll go to the break.
And then we'll come back and we can.
The question is, do you want to do WrestleMania since we're WWE heavy right now, or do you want to do AEW and then save WrestleMania for the main course?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll shit on AEW. I was not happy with AEW this week at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, it's only going to take 5 minutes to talk about AEW.
Yeah. So.
All right. So let's wrap up. Let's wrap up SmackDown real quick. So again, there was a lot of flying furniture. And oh my god, when Gunther hucked the table, it almost hit the front row.
Oh wow!
And that dork that's always there with the green shirt and the shitty brown hat, that guy, he's at every freaking show, like
right
front row center of the hard cam. I hate this guy for some reason. I just have an unnatural hatred for him. Maybe it's because I live vicariously through him. He's front row center at every major event, and I'm like, how does this guy have the time and the money? Is this guy like a secret billionaire?
Right.
How many green smiley face shirts does this guy have? How many shitty brown hats does this guy have? Because he just sits there and never reacts. He just like sits there, like he never chants, he never claps. He just sits there and stands in the front row and watches the whole show. Like I'm like, wow, can you emote, sir? But yeah, that guy almost got hit by a flying table, and I was like, I secretly chuckled.
StreamYard said my mic disconnected. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, now we can.
You're just fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, that was the Gunther Pete Dunne match, and Gunther won. Obviously, keep him strong. And then,
I mean, did you even think for a half a second that Butch was going to win that match? I mean, come on, man, get real.
Maybe half a second, just because I'm a big fan of the guy.
Yeah. Anywho, the KO show closed out the night. So, oh gosh, good stuff. But I'm not big on the history like you guys are. So like I've read some things where apparently they've done this makeup breakup shit before a few times apparently. So one of you two who know a little bit more about their past, if you want to kind of talk about that.
KO and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, they've been.
Yeah, man. It all has to do with the
So
babyface rips of KO. Really?
Not
Is
even
really
that.
what
Like somebody, I read something where when he was Kevin Steen and he was El Generico, it was kind of, did they work together?
Yeah, they were a tag team in PWG, and they were enemies, and they were best friends, and they have literally been the most makeup, breakup, toxic, but perfect for each other couple in all of wrestling.
Pretty much.
So it comes out, KO's out there first, and then they have Sammy come out. How was the pop?
Sammy is over like Grover. He is the most. That was the loudest pop of the night. That was louder than Dominic. That was louder than Solo Sikoa.
I just want to know if they had WrestleMania shirts. That's what I want to know.
I'm getting one. I'm getting one.
They do have them. Cool.
Yeah, don't forget to if you're going to go to the WWE shop, do it through the link in the description to help support the show.
That's right.
But so he says, so KO, he's like, man, these people really like you or something like that.
Yeah.
And so then Sammy says something like, nah, but they like you too. And so then the crowd cheers again, but not as big. And then KO's all like, well, thank you for that. That's, in this self-deprecating way, he was like, I know you only did that because, blah, blah, blah.
He's like, I let you come out second. I gave you the big pop.
Yeah. And then he's got the KO Mania shirt, but then we see Sammy with the WrestleZania. I was like, whoever thought of that was like marketing genius.
WrestleZania.
Freaking
it sold it to me. I literally turned to Danny. I was like, I've got to get this shirt.
Yeah.
I've got to get that shirt.
Yeah. Oh man. So really not a lot happened. It was just kind of a love fest. Like,
it was kind of a love. Wait. So I don't know where the live broadcast cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Usos jump them?
The Usos did jump them, and they got Sammy with the 1D.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, grabbing chairs when they went off the air.
Yeah, when they went off the air,
again, like I said, a lot of flying furniture.
Yeah.
So what happened after they went off? Did they use those chairs? Like, because
no, they threw the chairs out of the ring, and that led to the dark match.
Okay, which was
the Street Profits came in for a save.
Okay,
and then the Usos started laying out the Street Profits. Solo came out to join the beatdown. So it was all three Usos beating up on the Street Profits.
But I thought the Usos got on the plane, man. Oh no, that was Raw, wasn't it? Yeah,
that was Raw. Sammy and Kevin were still powdered out and corpsing on the side of the ring. Mm-hmm. They snuck backstage during the melee. Then Cody Rhodes comes out to save the Street Profits, and it turns out into a 3-on-3. You got Cody and the Street Profits versus Solo and the Usos.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And in the middle of that match,
the Uso brothers.
Of course, the baby faces go over. You got to send the people home happy.
Yeah.
So, Cody hit the crossroads for the win.
Wow. So, man, that's I wanted to. Damn it! I wish I'd have gone.
I know, but then there was a little bit of a tussle after the match, and Sammy and Kevin came back out with steel chairs, and they chased the heels off, and that was the end.
Damn it! I'm so mad at myself.
That sounds great, man.
Yeah, it was
a great show.
Yeah, I.
I always notice WWE always tends to deliver whenever they come to town. Like, I mean, I've seen some cool moments in this town. The Festival of Friendship. That was one of my favorite.
Oh man, awesome!
That happened.
That was great. Yeah.
Money in the Bank, where all the Shield, like all three members of the Shield, held the title in one night. That happened here. Elimination, the first ever women's elimination chamber with Biscuit Butt, Alexa Bliss winning the first one. I got to see that live.
You guys are funny.
Remo Trun wants to know who got pinned by Cody, buddy.
Jay.
Jay, good. Yep. So hey,
Solo.
I got that. Since that wraps up our WWE coverage. And before we get into the State of the Apron, I want everyone to know that if you use the link in the description to go to the WWE shop, use promo code WWE24 to get free shipping on orders over $24, which is not hard to do because most of their shit is $30 or more.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, use that code to get free shipping. And if you use the link in the description, it helps us out a little bit. So are you ready, sir, for me to share your screen for you to go
not yet,
into-
because
No?
we're about to go to commercial break. It's time, brother.
Oh, damn, we took too long. All right. Well, then when we come back, State of the Apron.
Hey, we can, if we run into a time crunch, we can drop it for this week. Doesn't matter, man.
Nah,
I mean,
nah,
we
nah.
got to get our predictions in. So,
Oh, we
you know.
will. Don't worry. So
Okay.
as soon as we get back from break,
Okay.
just start us off.
I'll whip through it as soon as we get back from break. Sounds good.
All right.
Yep.
Hi guys, this is Gary from Pop Culture Minefield here on KGRA, and we're leaving for our first break. I hope we survive.
A birthday without her mom, an anniversary without her husband, her wedding day without her dad. These are the days when military families feel it most of all. The loss of their soldier, their sailor, their airman, their Marine, their Coast Guardsman. Families never forget their loved ones lost to war or illness or suicide. Families never forget, and neither do we. We are TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. We provide resources, support, and comfort to heal the hearts and meet the needs of grieving military families, all at no cost to them. Your generosity can make an enormous difference in the lives of the families of our fallen military heroes. Our military families need to know they are not alone and they are not forgotten. Show them your support at taps.org.
Are we alone in the universe? The most important question facing humanity is on the verge of being settled once and for all. Mutual UFO Network has been at the forefront of this journey for nearly 50 years. Our members worldwide are dedicated to the research, documentation, and awareness that will shape the future of humanity. Won't you join us?
Hey members, the new KGRA DB app is now available on iOS and Android devices. Gain on-demand access to any KGRA DB programming. Download any show directly to your mobile device to listen or watch on the go. Go to the App Store and search KGRA DB.
Oh wow, we survived. Welcome back from the commercial break. Now for some more Pop Culture Minefield on KGRA.
It still cracks me up, Gary's shock at making it to the other side of the commercial.
Was that
break.
new music on the UFO ad?
Do what?
Was that new music on the MUFON ad?
Yeah, because we kept getting claimed, even though we had the rights to
Oh.
use the music from the ad. So we had to change the music, I guess.
Wait. They sponsor us yet that they were claiming us for.
No, they weren't claiming us. YouTube was auto claiming the music, and the
okay.
process of proving to them that we have the rights, to use it was kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, Rod, we'd love some cool stories. I'd love to get you on the show sometime. Maybe even for the WrestleMania show. But now that we're back from break, Joe, do you have like a little thing, or do you want me to share this now? We ready?
Yeah, go ahead and share it, man.
All right, here we go.
Ready to go. It's State of the Apron, and we name it State of the Apron because the hardest thing is the apron in a wrestling ring, and the hardest thing in wrestling is getting to the big dance. This is where I let you know what's going on with a lot of the other things going on in wrestling. The first story I have today is kind of a sad one. We had evidence revealed this week that WWE wrestler Sarah Lee was heavily drinking before her sudden death at 30, a source says. Apparently, it says there were never any signs. A source close to the wrestler's family tells people alcohol may have played a part in the sudden death of the 30-year-old. A source close to WWE wrestlers' family told People. The insider says Lee was heavily drinking the night she died and was later found by her husband, Corey James Weston, who goes by the ring name of Weston Blake.
He used to be Wesley Blake.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy's
Jesus.
It's a sad story, that one right there. It really is, because she had a future. She really did.
Yeah, man. It's oh man. So I already talked to you guys backstage. I don't got to put my personal business on blast, but that's oh man. See, alcohol, dude. Like people,
it's something that can destroy lives. I mean,
it really is.
If it's recreational for you, it's fine. If you do it responsibly, it's fine. But man, some people just can't handle it.
I can't, man. Like I always butcher this saying, but one's too many and 20's not enough. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Well, that's the life of the alcoholic. That's just the life, and you got to know your limitations. Yeah. The next one I got here is there was another tragic event. It was a fire in New Jersey, but there was a pro wrestling show to raise money for Tatawa family displaced by fire. They did this Friday night, and it was independent superstars of pro wrestling, better known as ISPW, a local wrestling promotion. They held it Friday night for those folks that were affected by this fire. Part of the proceeds went to the Martinez family after a fire claimed their home and 7 pets.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this was the card. Bill James with Maven and Hale Collins with Vic Delicious, and Crowbar versus Rick Reckon, the King of Rock.
Like Maven, like 3 weeks from the Royal Rumble Maven.
I don't know.
I was gonna say Tough Enough Maven. That guy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd have to do a little research, but I'll find out for you. But anyway, that was a little bit better news, and some even better news. Boys and girls.
7 animals died. That's terrible.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is,
he's talking about the charity show.
I'm talking about the charity, my friend.
Yeah.
I love when wrestlers can bond together for a cause. And,
you guys have been getting into the Young Rock, right? Well, let's talk about the Young Rock. Simone Johnson, The Rock's daughter, to compete in her first WWE match. The 21-year-old daughter of Dwayne The Rock Johnson will make her WWE in-ring debut at NXT Stand and Deliver on April 1st. She will be teaming with her Schism faction, which is Joe Gacy, Rip Fowler, and Jagger Reed, against Thea Hale and Andre.
What have they done to my grizzled young veterans?
Right, and Duke Johnson and Tyler Bate in an 8-person tag match. So,
I don't know any of those people.
Yeah, it's NXT characters. She's actually been an on-screen character since I think October last year, I believe.
Yeah, she was revealed to be the.
But this is going to be her first match ever in the WWE. So, let's hear it for Simone Johnson. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. And to wrap up the State of the Apron this week.
Well, I got a question about this story.
Yeah, go.
NXT is having a show on the same day as night 1 of WrestleMania?
Yes.
No.
It's what it said. It said
Stand to Deliver is April 1st during the day.
Oh.
Yes. Stand and Deliver is
so Stand and Deliver
next pay-per-view.
So it's going to be
during the afternoon there of before WrestleMania.
So while we're live streaming next week, that'll be on probably. Is what you're saying? No.
It's on Saturday.
No, it's Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. That's right. Saturday.
It's Saturday. It's the warm up for WrestleMania, man.
Gotcha.
And I honestly feel like that's where Braun Breaker's title reign will end.
Yeah. So, and to wrap up State of the Apron, because I want to get through it, we got a lot left to discuss today. Mercedes Moné confirms her next match for New Japan Wrestling in a tweet this week. She says she has accepted the challenge of God help me with the pronunciation, Azumika, I think Azumika, and Hazuki, whatever that means. I just, yeah, some of these names. Anyway, they're going to wrestle at Sakura Genesis. It's going to be a triple threat match, April 8th.
That's one of their big shows.
Yeah, it's a big show for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be a lot of fun there. And that is your state of the apron for this week, fellas. There you go. You heard it here.
Well, no Mickey James news. I'm
shocked.
Well,
a couple of other things that I saw actually when I was looking at the card. It's been they've announced that who is this goon anyway? Bad Bunny. Yeah, that goof. He's going to be hosting Backlash, which is the next pay-per-view. And
you can beat him up in 2K23 if you want.
That's cool, man. I may have to get the
pre-order bonus.
And also SummerSlam's location is going to be Ford Field this year. Detroit.
Oh, Detroit?
Yep. That's
okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So there you go. You've got it. That's the state of the apron for this week.
All right. So AEW Dynamite this week, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they still don't look.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, hear you just fine. AEW they really need to work on that show, man. They really do. They had a good match to start with the two triplet teams with Sting and Darby Allin.
That match didn't make any sense to me. Like,
it was slammed together. It looked like to me, but it was fun to watch.
Apparently it was set up during a house show. Apparently, it was set up during a house show because I guess Butcher and Blade jumped Darby and Sting.
Darby, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sting was in street clothes.
Why Orange Cassidy and Kip Sabian were part of it, I have no clue.
Yeah. But
I guess it's because they start every show with an Orange Cassidy match now. Have you noticed that?
But yeah.
Have you noticed Orange Cassidy has been the first match in like every Dynamite for the past 2 months?
I think they just like the song Jane by Starship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Seriously though, what was the deal with Sting just wearing street clothes? That was so weird to me. Did you know he's wearing jeans and a t-shirt?
He's 60, man. Come on.
He's 64, man. He does what he wants.
Yeah.
He looked cool in Orange Cassidy sunglasses, though.
You look cool with that Scorpion Death Drop too. So
that's true.
Yeah. But my problem with AEW is, look, their champ is barely on their show, man. It's just.
Excuse me. Are you worth the champ's time?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that punk fucking kid. Right, let's hurry and get through this because it's.
I honestly feel like MJF is still healing.
Yeah.
See
the only thing of note, really, guys, was the Hardley Boys getting attacked before the show. It's obvious it was the Combat Club, the Blackpool Combat Club that did it. But I mean, they're keeping it a mystery.
Or it could have been CM Punk.
Could have been CM Punk. Could be.
There's been a lot of CM Punk news this week.
There was a lot. There was a lot of CM Punk news this week. But the
thing is, the best thing that happened, guys, is we got Kenny Omega away from the buttheads, and he had a singles match.
Well, that was the main event. There is something that happened.
It was a hell of a match.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Hang on.
I'm really high on.
So wants to get in there.
FTR came out after the Guns beat Top Flight.
Yeah.
The asshats.
And they said if we can't beat you for these titles, we'll leave AEW. And so the Gun, I mean, it was a little bit more of a setup than that, but that was the ultimate.
Right. That was the ultimate bottom line, and that's why they accepted the match, because they were doing the MJF thing, like he just said. Don't you get?
And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold steps.
Sorry.
So, that's cool.
So the crazy thing is, they're doing this perfect because their contract is set to expire next.
And the kayfabe is great for it. Yes,
absolutely. Tight-lipped about whether or not they sign an extension or a new contract or not. So, like, this is one of those things where, they're old school. So FTR is going to put them over, do the honors on the way out, or they're going to win, and we know they're sticking around. So
right.
It's like,
if they win, we know they're sticking around. Yeah. But if they lose, where are they going?
I can't call this one, guys.
I can't either. I don't know. But
Yeah.
There's my heart and my head. My heart says I want them to go back to WWE because I know Triple H will use them right.
What if they just ultimately swerve us and they lose and they go to Ring of Honor? You know,
they're too big for Ring of Honor, man.
Pulling Eddie Kingston.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
I could see him, dude. I could see him trying to put
AEW
Ring of Honor.
shows up on Ring of Honor the next
I
night.
could see him trying to put eyes on Ring of Honor that way. I could see that idiot
Yeah.
doing that. So.
Do you know what that? Do you know what that makes me feel like? It makes me feel like those idiots who are like, I don't like Starbucks because of their policies. And then they walk into a Seattle's Best, which is owned by Starbucks.
Right.
You know?
Gee whiz. Way to go.
So
Like,
they wasted.
I'm sorry, I don't like Lexuses. They're too hoity-toity. Goes in to buy a Toyota.
Yeah. Same thing. So
the women's match was a squash. You know, it was Toni Storm beating the shit out of Sky Blue, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they went back and forth, but ultimately you knew where that
Sky
was
Blue's a
going.
good baby face. I think she's got a good career ahead of her, but right
Burke
now
is a huge fan of hers. I mean, I'm not too familiar with her. John Moxley beat the shit out of Stu Grayson again. I don't get the point of this. I'm just getting really tight. The only thing I was of other thing of note was Adam Cole comes back, and apparently he's going to be a babyface because he's taking on Daniel Garcia or whatever.
Yep.
Garcia. You know, I did like something I did like in that promo though, like that Daniel Garcia stumbled where he said professional wrestler, and then
wrestler.
dialed it back.
He said pro wrestler, sports entertainer.
Sports entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was
right
laughing my ass off about that.
All right, so that's everything except for the main event. I'm gonna let you two blow Kenny Omega while I blow my nose.
Hey, I can blow Kenny Omega because he's awesome. All right, yeah it was an awesome
That
match.
was a good
I
match.
enjoyed the hell out of it. Friggin'
when Kenny was
the son of the Viking, the son of the Viking did not wait till he came down there. He went right after him right away. Didn't even let him get in the ring. Yeah, that was awesome.
He's one of those guys I've just seen highlight reels of, and it was actually good to see like an actual match of his. And I'm like, man, this guy's freaking awesome. Is he just like
you are such a Jim Cornette homer, Danny? You really are,
dude. This was it was such a it's
V triggers for everyone.
It insults my intelligence. Matches like that one, and you guys love it, but it's because it's so clearly choreographed, and it's just spot fest after spot fest, and everybody's making a bit. I never heard of this dude before in my life, and they kept hyping it. This is a dream match. This is a dream match.
Because you only watch WWE. That's why you've never heard of him.
Then they need to do a better job of educating their audience, because I guarantee you, I'm not the only person saying this.
Fact. I will say fact. They do put a lot of people.
You're right. They're not pushing these stars they're bringing on. They need to do more build-up. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
and that's
just done a video package. If they had just done a video package explaining who Vikingo was and his legacy,
that would have been helpful, because they're trying to say I should care, and I don't, and it's already got it marked against it.
Took a belt out there, right? Well, everybody in AEW's got a fucking belt.
Right.
This is one thing I do agree with Cornette on, is that oh shit, I just totally lost my train of thought.
You can get there though. You can get back there. You can.
Jesus, and I'm the alcoholic. Come on, man, get your shit.
No, they. What I was going to try and say earlier was the big problem with this show overall is there's no long-term storytelling going on during it. They did the spot with the ambulance at the beginning, and then the retard shows up with an ambulance at the end, and that's it.
Empty-headed Adam Page. And what's going on with the oh god, what's his manager's name? Don Callis. What the hell is that?
Don Callis? Don Callis is trying to break up the Elite, is what he's trying to do.
Good.
Yeah. That's what he's doing. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's behind the attack on the Hartley Boys.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you got to have, I don't know how that's going to turn out, because we've already got the champion run with Omega as a heel. And I'm telling you right now, if Tony Khan has half a fucking brain cell and brings back CM Punk's got to be a heel. and that's the money match is
Oh,
Punk and Omega.
Yeah, I agree.
This may be the thing that makes Kenny the face.
Yeah,
Don
that may, yeah.
Callis fucking around
Yeah.
may make him go, oh,
Yeah.
shit, you know.
So that I mean, I have a
fix this.
I have a smidge of hope that might happen, but that's just it, a smidge. And Rampage was just, first of all, it was on Saturday night. And
I
second
didn't
of all,
even turn it on because they were putting the big guy, what's his name, Hobbs, up against. I wasn't gonna watch my boy job out.
and Penta El Cerro Mero, yeah, he lost.
Cerro Mero. I knew he was gonna lose.
You
That's why
know,
I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I kind
of wanted to propose a new like kind of, since you have State of the Apron, Joe. I kind of want to do like a thing called, like, I want to call it like Rebooked. I'm still workshopping a title for a segment or whatever.
The right way to book. Yeah.
I tell you what though, like here's the thing. I'm gonna put my booking hat on, and I think this Powerhouse Hobbs title run has been wrong from the beginning, and let me tell you why.
Let me say, hey, real
feel
quick,
like-
Monkey Jeep, or not Monkey Jeep, sorry, Dragon Ruse and Zax, I think, snuck in here. Oh, and so did Real Wade Nation Gaming.
Real Wade Nation's here. Yep.
Hey, thanks
What's
for
up, brother?
stopping by, guys. Anyway, go ahead, John.
Right.
Sorry.
So, if I could just dial it back a few weeks, you do the state of the you do the Face of the Revolution ladder match on Dynamite for seemingly no reason at all now. And if you remember a few weeks ago, I said I think they're going to find a way to insert Powerhouse Hobbs in this match and make it a triple threat. That should have been how you should, because it makes Wardlow look weak. Wardlow winning the title and then losing it 5 days later.
Exactly.
And pairing
Hobbs they screwed the
QT
pooch with
Marshall
Wardlow.
and his cavalcade of clowns makes Hobbs look weak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hobbs doesn't need a manager. He's talking
Daryl,
on his own.
Johnny,
he's got his own
Joe.
gimmick. He's got his own thing. They spend weeks building this guy up as a monster.
Look at this.
Hobbs.
Look at this comment. Look at this comment.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's get to predictions.
All this for those listening on KGRA. Put that back up, please. So he says, Daryl Harris says, all this oxygen we just spent on AEW. Trees are dying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We had to touch on AEW because we got a Kenny Omega singles match. It might have been against a leapfrogging dwarf, but we got one.
Hey, that leapfrogging dwarf is entertaining.
I understand that. I'm just saying it's a step in the right direction. I agree.
All right. So now let's get to the fun part. We got
WrestleMania,
maybe 35 minutes. There's 3 of us. We can do about 10 minutes each, and then I can do Mr. Producer, please put the link in the chat for Fuel Up. If you really want to start your day right, you need the FU. You need the Fuel Up. Fuel Up hydration. If you click the link, hopefully it'll be in the chat soon, but it is in the description. And use the promo code Dork Ring, you'll get free shipping on your order. And that is another sponsor of the show, another way to help out the show. And so check it out. Fuel Up. All right. Let's talk about our predictions for night 1 or both.
Well, they haven't really announced which matches.
They
are
haven't
on night one.
really.
Maybe
The only one we know for sure is that. Well, 2 that we know for sure is that Roman Reigns and Cody is going to end the show, but to begin the show, it's Cena and Austin Theory.
Well, let's start with because we're going to have a show Sunday right before night 2, and are we still, Joe? You said we do a watch party, right? Are we going to do a watch party?
Sunday I can do it. Saturday I'm at work, but Sunday I can do it.
So I think that would be fun. I think we can get just I don't know how we'll work this out with KGRA. It'll be a separate thing because the watch party part will. But we'll
do it on my channel if you want to. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Put it on yours and mine. We'll simulstream or whatever.
I won't be I won't be able to be on the stream full time, but I'll pop in between matches just because I'm going to a friend's house to watch it, and we're gonna have a whole.
No, for sure. Well, I'm actually, I'm gonna have at least one buddy over, Curtis.
I may be doing it outside.
Yeah,
with my new pergola on a big screen.
Yeah,
man, with a projector and everything.
Isn't that the space
I have
from Star Wars? Isn't that what a pergola is?
No, a pergola is like a gazebo, man. It's a 13 by 13.
I shoot
What?
an arrow at the gazebo.
Oh, okay.
Come on, that's old school D&D humor. Come on, that's old school D&D.
So
My
I
nerd.
have one of those too,
Earl gets it.
and I used to do it all. Like I when it would get dark, I have the projection thing out back. It gets so damn windy here. It broke the stand one day.
Oh.
That whole, and I can't replace that piece. And so I have to buy. And my projection screen was huge, So I was. It's still out back, and I'm leaned up against the wall because like I can't figure it out. But anyway, enough for that. Let's try a match.
Before we get going, let's talk about one thing here. I'm looking at the CBS card, and one of the predictions is that Bobby Lashley is going to be taking on Bray Wyatt after all.
I think so too. I think.
Yeah, and because
I think the build was making both men. It was not doing either of them any favors.
Yeah,
like the build up. I think it would be. I think it would serve both guys a lot more, their characters, if it just happened.
Yeah,
and like Bray does something really creepy, spooky, and memorable.
Right.
And then once, like I said a few weeks ago, Bray Wyatt's up against this Mania wall where you got to do something with him, but his story's still developing.
Yeah.
So
well, hey, so I've got the Bleacher Report article up.
I've got Wikipedia,
and they've got a good. Now, this is not confirmed. This is their best educated guess based off of the information they have.
Okay.
So obviously, we all know the United States Championship match is going to be on first. They're predicting that. So the second one's a prediction: Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. The third one
confirmed now.
The third one's a lot. Is it confirmed for night one though?
You're going off outdated. I've got Wikipedia. It's current. Pull up the Wikipedia page.
This is from yesterday.
Well, I'm sorry, Dominic and Rey Mysterio. They showed the graphic during SmackDown.
Yeah, it's on our thumbnail, bro. I just didn't know it was going to be night one.
He clocked him in the face. He threw the microphone down on the floor. He said, "You're on." So
yeah, but like, yeah. So then, and we'll go. So I'm just going to list these five first.
Oh, and apparently the Andre Battle Royal is happening on SmackDown next week.
Yeah, that's how they did it last year. So the next match is going to be the women's showcase tag team match, where the winner gets to have a title shot. Then they Hell in a Cell, Edge versus Finn Balor, and then they're claiming that the women's championship match is going to be the main event of night one. So maybe they are going to bookend. Well, I'll look at night two, but let's do our predictions for these five first.
Let's just go down the card like match by match.
Yeah.
We don't. Who cares what night is what match? Let's just go through the entire card.
Yeah, just go. Go bottom to top. Yeah.
All right. So then they say that's Brock Lesnar versus Omos, Lita, Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus versus Damage Control, Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. The men's.
So give us a match to talk about first, buddy.
Okay.
Do what?
You mind if I take the lead on this?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
All right. So we already know it's going to be the first match of the weekend. Austin Theory versus John Cena. Who you got?
That's
Austin Theory. Has to be.
I can't see Hollywood sticking around.
I can't see John Cena winning.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's no if he would bury that kid, and they put too much into him. He's got to. And I'm glad they're starting it. Like that's it should be a good match because
I like a good curtain jerker.
Yeah, and
all right.
So the next one.
We all agree on that.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Who you got?
Logan Paul.
Seth Rollins.
I hope you're right, but I think
Logan hasn't lost yet. He lost to Roman, but he looked good in the loss.
Yeah, but he. Here's the thing. I think he's going to double down on being a shit heel. And he's going to cheat and win. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to kick him in the dick or something while the ref's not looking.
Well, if he kicks him in the dick, then Rollins wins.
I said with the referee not seeing it. You know what I mean? Like when his back's turned. That's what I think is going to happen. So we disagree.
I'm thinking the same thing. Only the ref will see it and disqualify Logan.
And disqualify him. So Seth would technically still win. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm good with either one of those. So which one do you want to do next?
Charlotte Flair. No. We'll save that one. Asuka and Bianca.
Who cares?
Who
Asuka.
cares? That is the best answer for that match because their build has been shit.
It has been shit.
It's like I said, the build has been shit because Ronda didn't want to go for the title.
I
Doesn't
think
matter. It's been shit.
Yeah, it's been shit.
And I don't care.
I don't care either, but by default, just leave it on the champ. You know, if I have to make a prediction, I'm going to say Bianca.
Oh, if you want to know who I want to win it, I want Asuka to rip that ponytail right off that chick's head and choke her to death with it. I do.
She could.
Yes.
She is that kind of woman.
She is that kind of chick. She could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She's
because this isn't Asuka. This is Kana.
Well, she needs to make up her mind, like go full tilt heel, or I don't know. The build for this sucked. So
I don't know. It was pretty heelish what she did to her after the match this week.
Yeah,
you know.
Like I said, this isn't Asuka we're dealing with. This is Kana.
Asuka. Mm-hmm. I say Belair. Are you saying Asuka as well, Johnny?
I'm saying Asuka. Yeah.
Okay, so we're split on this one as well. All right, next.
All right,
one,
so Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Damn, this is a hard one.
It is hard, man.
Because, oh God, like
I can't see Lesnar losing to this guy.
I know, right? I can't either, but like,
I mean, a lot of people couldn't see Kurt Angle losing to Baron Corbin.
And he shouldn't have, but
except Joe.
Okay. So Remo says, for those who can't see, Asuka did a house show yesterday and beat up her tag team partner again. Mm-hmm. So okay, good. So you know,
they're trying to make her a bad guy.
Yeah, it's too late, man. We only got
it's hard to make her a bad guy, though.
Yeah.
Before
I'm going to pick Brock Lesnar. Just because I want to see Omos get F5'd. I want to see him pick that big dude up and drive his face into the dirt.
No. Here's what I want to happen. I want Brock Lesnar to squash him, and then I never want to see this guy again. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think it's going to happen either. You know, them boys love to have a giant in the house.
I know, man.
So
yeah, but that's what I'm worried about. Like, Great Khali couldn't wrestle his way out of a fucking wet paper bag, and I don't know if Omos. So the reason this is really hard for me is because if he can actually impress me in the first couple minutes of this match, you know, with Lesnar, then I won't mind if Lesnar puts him over. But if he looks as just shitty as he has in every other match, and in all of his matches have been like less than a minute, you know, because he's just squashing people, which ain't gonna happen with Lesnar.
No.
Like I'm really not into this guy. I mean, you know.
Nah. Does he have any fans?
Yeah.
No. Is he selling any merch?
Yeah, he's got a fan.
Selling any merch?
His name's Vince McMahon.
Yeah, right.
He's the fan.
All right. So I got Brock. Who do you guys?
I got Brock.
I got
we
Brock.
all said Brock. Yeah.
Okay.
Brock.
So we actually agree on something.
Yeah. Well, it's our second time we agreed.
Yeah, we agreed on Austin Theory. All right. Trish Stratus, Lita, and big time Becky Lynch, the man, versus Damage Control. Who you got?
Really?
Do you even have to ask, bro?
Huh?
I'm good. We're going to get
another one that's
big time backs.
This is another one. This is another one that's really dumb.
It's going to leave me stratified. What are you talking about? Oh my God! I can't wait to see Trish back in the ring.
Whatever.
I can't wait to see what she's wearing.
It's going to lead to a Damage Control breakup. I think
they've made like a female version of Evolution, kind of. You know.
Yeah.
And but you know, hey, it's going to be fun to see those girls go at it again. Yeah, but they're not sticking around. So yeah, they're going to win, and
no,
they'll probably. I think you guys may be right. Whoever wins this 4-team free for all, which is going to be Ronda and what's her name? We're going to talk about
Shayna
it when
Baszler.
it comes up. But they may.
Who do you think
they may wrestle the next
team?
night?
I'm thinking Chelsea Green and whoever her tag team partner is for the week. For the fourth.
What is it now? What did you say?
So the 4 teams announced for the 4-way.
Yeah, let me look at that real quick.
Liv
it says
Morgan
one to be announced.
We have
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya and Shotzi,
right?
Ronda and Shayna, and TBA
versus TBA. Yes, yes.
I think TBA is going to be Chelsea Green and either Carmella or Piper Niven.
They need to make it Carmella and Chelsea Green. They need to. Yeah,
but Carmella might be hurt. That may be why she missed Raw.
Right.
And I'm never opposed to seeing more Piper Niven on my screen. She's so talented, and she's Nia Jax who can actually wrestle.
I was fixing to say she is the Nia Jax type person they need.
Yeah, if you
know,
want
a
an
giant in the
unstoppable
women's
monster,
division, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want a giant in the women's division, you got one.
Yeah.
I don't care. Because we already know, like, it really doesn't matter. They like this women's tag team division has just been very it was. They didn't know, like, it could have been
They're
great.
not managing it well.
No, well, they keep breaking up all their, like, they broke up the Iconics and basically drove those women out of wanting to
How
even.
stupid was that?
Yeah,
Casey
like,
Lee isn't even wrestling anymore anymore at all.
Vince broke up the Iconics.
Well, I know, yeah, but still. And then we had Naomi and Sasha. They, in their great wisdom, they wanted to break them up and have them feud. Why?
How about Kairi Sane and Asuka? Why would you split those two up?
Why? Yeah,
that's because Kairi left the company. That's the only reason they split.
Yeah,
why did she leave the company?
But my favorite women's tag team, Alexa Bliss and Bliss Cross Applesauce, the Tiny Terrors, Nikki Cross and Alexa. That was my favorite.
I actually like the inaugural ones the best, and they which was Bailey and Sasha, and they could have had that go for a while,
for a long time.
Yeah,
and take tag teams.
Yeah, which is just
they could have had the 4 horsewomen hold all the belts for a long damn time.
Yeah,
they could have.
Yeah,
I Jesus, I hate that Vince has even got his. Anyway, all right, let's we all agree.
He's too busy trying to put the damn Marine over, man. Lacey Underalls or whatever the fuck her name is. Good Lord.
So we all agree it's going to be
she's trash.
Ronda and Shayna.
Shayna and Ronda.
Yeah,
of course.
Okay, all right.
All right, so what about the men's tag showcase? We have Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders.
So who do I want to see take on Sammy and
Kevin?
KO? Is it just me, or are the Street Profits kind of? Well, I guess not, because they came out and had that dark match. They kind of seemed a little dickish to me, with their little ball.
It's not going to be Alpha Academy.
No, it's not going to be Alpha Academy.
Yeah, I think Chad Gable's in line for a major push.
And
Otis is busy hanging out with the male models. And shit.
Yeah, I don't really like the Viking Raiders. I do actually like Ricochet and Braun, but here I want the Street Profits to turn heel and they face Sammy and KO.
Everybody keeps talking about how they want them to break up, but I don't
want them to break up. I want them to break bad.
I don't want them to break up. I don't want them to break up.
There you go.
And,
I don't want to see them break up. They've been saying that Montez Ford is going to be one of the ones like Chad Gable to be pushed after WrestleMania.
But here's the thing. I don't want Dawkins to suffer because of that, because I've seen the Street Profits wrestle live twice now, and Dawkins can go. I'm tired.
Yes, he can. All I'm saying is you don't have to split them up.
He's not a Genetti. They are both good.
Okay, I think right now. My comments are directed at WWE Creative. Okay, they are directed at them solely. You do not have to split up the Street Profits to put Montez Ford over. You don't have to do it.
Oh,
you don't have to, but break them bad. Damn it, break them bad.
Yeah, that's fine, but don't split them up. Those guys are too good together.
So Street Profits, I'm salivating at that right now. That's a good idea.
So that's my call. What do you guys? I pick Street Profits. But
I think you don't want. I don't know if it's not the Street Profits, it'll be Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
That's my thoughts exactly. If not
it should be the Street Profits.
But
if it doesn't go that way, the only other way I see it going is Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
I agree 100% wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost want to call the Viking Raiders Team Fetch, because stop trying to make the Viking Raiders
The two biggest wastes of time in WWE right now are the Viking Raiders and Lacey Evans or Lacey Underalls or whatever the hell her name is. Stop trying to make them happen. They're not going to happen.
Going to the big tag match, we get the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn and KO, baby. Yeah, come on. Yeah, they have to.
The bloodline is coming crumbling down.
No,
Dean
man,
Erico forever.
No. This is going to be. Oh, you should. Okay, Steen Erico.
Yeah, he's talking about Sami Zayn and KO.
You got to remember, I didn't watch that. It took me a second.
Yeah, they're going to
I
win.
didn't watch them on the independent scene, but hell yeah, they're going to win.
And it's
they're
going to be a
like
great match.
boys,
Look, you can say what
man.
you want about the Usos, but they have been consistently one of the better tag teams of the last decade. They have consistently torn down the house at a lot of these pay-per-views.
No, yeah, yeah, they're great. They really are.
Well, I still think the best match of Money in the Bank last year that was here in town, Street Profits versus the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best match on the card. That was better than both ladder matches.
Daryl in the chat has an interesting idea about the tag match. He says they may let Alpha Academy win, then break them up during their loss to Sammy and KO. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, Daryl.
And I would like to see Chad Gable get a win at Mania. That always makes me happy.
Yeah.
You see Chad Gable actually win.
You know, what's funny is like we care a lot more about this than the women's one because the women's teams are just thrown together. Doesn't even make sense.
They slammed all these teams together in the last month.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have
all
a build up. If you haven't been building since the Royal Rumble, then you haven't taken enough time with your push. You have not. It's just, you know. I've always thought the Royal Rumble matches themselves should set up the stories going up to WrestleMania, on the road to WrestleMania, because that's what starts it.
Right? And as a side note, I feel like we should merge the NXT women's tag belts and the main roster women's tag belts and make it a multi-brand women's tag.
That's how it was when it first started. You know?
And stop breaking up good tag teams. I'm still pissed about them breaking up Toxic Attraction.
I know. Why would you break up Toxic Attraction? It's almost, and that's not. You can't even blame that on Vince. That was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
It's like you know, anything
chaps
that
my ass.
Anything I even start to like a little bit with NXT, they get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like
rehire Mandy.
Yeah, right.
That bitch is making too much money showing her beehole.
That's right.
She ain't coming back. She ain't coming back.
Okay. The comments made by Joe's Atmosphere are his and his alone and do not reflect.
Hashtag Mandy's.
Am I saying anything out of school? That is exactly what she's doing. Okay.
All righty.
All right. So next on the card. We already talked about the tag match. It's a given. Slam dunk. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going over.
Yeah.
Father versus son. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Guerrero.
Dominic wins. Dominic goes over.
No.
Dominic has to
win.
He gets busted up
to the woodshed and loses.
Hey, that's fine. I'll be on this island alone. You guys think that?
No. I'm saying Dominic wins.
Oh, you're saying Dominic wins too? Okay. Yeah.
But Ray's gonna take him to the freaking woodshed before it happens. It may even come down to the fact that what if it's a referee stoppage? What if Ray loses control and beats the ever-loving shit out of his kid? What if he can't stop? And that's the whole reason why he was refusing to put hands on him.
It's not a very baby-faced thing to do. I don't know. I think it's more likely that, he take I'd love your idea. He should come out and just rebrand as Don Guerrero. You know, and he's already got his mommy and the poppy.
Come out in the lowrider.
Come out with the lowrider.
If he does win, you know how he's going to win.
Like China-inspired gear.
Yeah, you know.
If he does win, you know how he's going to win. The only way he can win, because he can't beat his father.
No,
he's going to take his mask off.
Hey, man,
that's what he's going to do.
To quote Booker T, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's right. 5 times.
That's how he's going to win. That's not a cheat. He's going to pull his mask off. Is what he's going to do. Yeah.
Will Ray have another mask under
his face and
and then he'll lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Luchadors, man, they can't take it.
If
you ever seen my boy Penta El Zero when they pull his off?
So this is
He
going to be
stops what he's doing, man.
this is
He's
going to
gotta
be
get
the
his face covered
beginning
up.
of a possible trilogy. I think if that happens the way
Yeah.
you just said, Joe, at Backlash they'll have a rematch. So I would actually love to see a trilogy, in that way we can we put you give 2 of them to Dom, and 1 to Ray. So so have Dom win the first one by these shenanigans or a count out or something as the mask. Then Ray beats him for the second one, and then he puts his son over for good in the third one. So
I think the last match. I think the last one should actually be Dominic going over for the mask and Ray's retirement.
I can dig it. Dig it.
And I think it'll be Ray passing the mask on to his kid, and at that time, Dominic will be babyface again.
No, I don't want a babyface Dom.
No. Build this up over the year. Have this be Mania next year. Have a WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, my hometown. Have Rey Mysterio's final match, Ray versus Dominic, for the mask. To win the mask and retire Ray, he's got to beat Ray.
My whole thing is this: Judgment Day has got to get busted up. That's the one faction that's got to get busted up. Because one of their best talents.
Because I love them as a faction. I
understand, but one of their best talents doesn't even have a match at WrestleMania.
Well, so leading into the next one, actually, I think Damian Priest is going to win the armbar, the Andre the Giant.
Oh, you do?
I see Damian.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice for the best guy in the whole faction?
Yeah, I mean, I like Damian Priest a lot. It is.
What are you talking about? The best guy in the whole faction is Rhea Ripley.
I said guy.
I'm a huge Finn Balor fan, so that hurts me to say.
I said guy. Not
well,
chick.
Hey, this kind of leads into the another match, the Hell in a Cell, Edge versus Finn.
Hell in a Cell.
Who do you think is going to win, Joe?
I think they need to squash Edge and send him down the damn road. I think the Demon takes him apart.
Finn.
So you think Finn's going to come out as the Demon?
Finn is coming.
I think Demon Finn's coming, and he's going to kick his ass and send him back into retirement. I'm tired of Edge. I'm tired of him. He needs to go away.
So, yeah, if he comes out as the Demon, he's got to win. Because last time he was Demon, he lost, and that was against Rope, and he fell off the top turnbuckle. It was such a bizarre.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
that was a horrible scrape there.
Was that a planned botch or was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. It looked horrible. The turnbuckle gave, didn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that how he came off of there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky bollocks, as the what culture guys would say.
All I know is, the Demon's only lost twice. I don't think he's gonna.
Okay, the order you have must be a lot different from mine. We haven't talked.
I'm
he's
actually
skipping all over the place. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm jumping all over the place.
Well, we need to talk about what I think is going to be the one that actually tears the house down, besides Cody and Roman.
Are you talking about the
Intercontinental Championship?
Yes,
see, that's why I wanted to wait for it. I skipped over it on my list because I was like, I want to talk about this one.
Yes.
Big meaty men smacking man meat. Oh,
dude, this one is going to be badass.
And there's 2 really good storylines going into this.
I know. I can't. I know.
It's hard
last
to predict.
week it is because
one of them could win it.
I know.
As much as I want Sheamus to win the IC title and become a Grand Slam champ,
right?
I also want to see somebody break Honky Tonk Man's record.
Oh, he's nowhere near breaking that record. He'd have to.
Yeah, he is. He's like 50 days away from breaking it.
What?
If he holds that belt through SummerSlam, he breaks it.
Wow.
Really? I don't know.
So
Honky Tonk Man had the title for.
Honky only held it for a little over a year. He only held it for a little over a year, but it's still the longest IC title reign because they like to swap the IC title a lot. They like to bounce it around.
There's too many ways to do it. Whoever set this up really did a good job, man. The whole thing with Sheamus and McIntyre thinking they're screwing each other over and shit when they're really just standing up for themselves, you know?
Damn, this changes everything. You're right, dude. So I'm going to agree. It's okay. You just Gunther's winning. Yeah, because I bet you it chaps their ass that Honky Tonk Man still even comes up in the conversation. You know, with the,
right? Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
Elvis impersonator.
Greatest Intercontinental champion of all time.
Right?
Honky Tonk Man.
A Honky Tonk Man. I mean, it could go any way. There's all three storylines are great.
Yeah.
But I think the one that's least probably going to happen is Sheamus.
I think the least probable is Drew, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think Drew needs it.
Drew
He doesn't. He doesn't. You know what? He had such a good championship run that nobody
For
saw.
Me, I think
that nobody saw. That
Yeah.
you know,
alone.
everybody that pays attention to wrestling thinks that guy could do anything at any time. So yeah,
I think all three of these guys can do anything at any time, and that's why I'm saying save the Sheamus win for SummerSlam. Make it a trilogy. Make it a trilogy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, I would say Gunther wins at Mania, breaks Honky's record. Breaks Honky's record, Das Wolfen.
Oh man. For
those
those who can't see, Das Wolfen says, "Don't be hating on Honky Tonk Man, the greatest IC champ of all time."
That's
just factually incorrect, sir. So anyway,
so yeah, I'm picking Gunther for this one.
Incorrect. Yeah, me too. No, you sold me. You changed my mind after.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was that close to breaking that record. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a good. Yeah, that's good. What about you, Joe? What's your call?
Yeah, man, I think Gunther keeps it. Some shenanigans happens and he keeps it because you know we're gonna have two factions. Brawling Brute and shit are gonna be fighting with Imperium on the outside. We know that's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a fun match, man. I think that one could be the best match of the fucking show, though.
It
has the potential. Yeah,
it really does have the potential to steal the show. But there was what was the other one? Charlotte versus Rhea. Rhea's got to go over, right?
Oh, Rhea, yeah.
Rhea goes over.
Okay, so we all agree. So that's everything except for the main event.
The main event, baby.
Well, yeah.
The reason. Oh my God, I even care about wrestling anymore. Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline. Yes, finish the story and beat this gaslighting punk ass heels ass and send him packing. And I hate this, but the Hall of Fame reported that apparently Roman Reigns is set to take some time off.
Yeah,
like a couple months at least.
Yeah.
Why would you spoil it? Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Again, though, but why would you say
that?
Yeah,
I don't understand it either. They've done such a good job here lately of using kayfabe in the promos they're cutting.
Yeah.
Why would you undercut yourself?
Maybe
through kayfabe. Why would you do that? Yeah.
Maybe they. Maybe it's like to throw you off the scent. Maybe
it's
lying,
to throw us off the scent. Maybe it's Maybe he's gaslighting us.
He's gaslighting us. That's what he's doing. He's working us just like Sammy, bastard.
Yeah.
I am so excited for the. I can't remember the last. I mean, this is like, I don't know why, but it reminds me of when I was a kid watching Hulk Hogan, and I just wanted him to kill Sergeant Slaughter. I think that was WrestleMania 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
To me,
actually, that was 7.
7. To me, this has that same feel. It's like
6 was Hogan Warrior.
Okay, so 7, WrestleMania 7. I want Cody Rhodes, to destroy Roman Reigns.
Well, one thing's for sure. One thing we know we're going to see for sure because it's been part of Cody's shtick since he left. That blonde hair is going to get turned orange. He's going to bleed. A lot.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's happening.
I'm telling you, man, we're going to see what's that movie does that's it looks kind of like a pedigree, but it's more wicked than the pedigree.
The Vertebreaker?
The Vertebreaker. I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see that. He's going to pull that because
that's one of the banned moves in WWE too. So like that's like one of those like pile driver type moves where they only trust like you break it out on rare occasions.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping because we haven't seen it in WWE from Cody yet. We haven't seen a Vertebreaker yet, have we? I don't think we have.
I don't think we have, but it is one of his signature moves in the game.
Yes. Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah, it's actually like one of his signature moves. He's got that and the Cody Cutter, and then he's got 2 versions of the Crossroads.
So I'm a Roman guy. I'd love to see him win it, but he's not going to.
Okay, so
what?
Yeah.
I'd love to see him win it, but he's not going to. Cody's going to win this. It's.
Oh, I thought you said Roman was going to win. I'm like, what?
No, Roman's my guy. I know, ever since I came back to wrestling, I saw him and Dean Ambrose It was around the time of the summit when they were showing cracks in the armor. It was before the clean sweep of Evolution and all that stuff. They were tag teaming, and they were just talking shit to each other the entire match. It was like one of those "Can they coexist" matches, but they were on the same team, and they were talking smack.
Monkey
you
Genius
know,
just brought up a really good point.
what if Roman is Lobo and he's taking time off for Superman Legacy? Hey, that
They're
could be
nowhere
good.
near making that movie yet, but I did think that was a funny
I think that's
comment.
a great casting choice.
I do
Right.
too, but you know what, Monkey Jeebus?
You just made the list.
Yes.
Roman needs a break, no doubt. And
Yeah.
had leukemia. He's had leukemia flare up on him twice.
Yeah.
He knows if his immune system gets worn out.
Dude, this is also, I mean, it's a storybook ending. He's had
Yes.
an epic run. He's been a champ for like, what, 3 effing years? You know, it's
I
like,
think the match, though, is as long as they do it the Cody way, it's going to be one of the greatest main events we've ever
dude,
seen.
it's going to
It's gonna
be
fantastic.
He's going to tell a story, so, like an in-ring story, like such a good.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
since
it's gonna
this
be
man has done
fantastic.
it.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
You know, I gotta say, there's just kind of like my commentary on this year's WrestleMania. This one feels important.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
it's
like it
because-
hasn't in a long time.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You have a lot of second and third generation stars in the main events. I mean, you got Charlotte Flair in a main event spot. You've got Cody Rhodes in a main event spot. You've got Roman Reigns, like arguably part of one of the greatest dynasties. I mean,
Yeah,
Cody
the small
says that
dynasty is
wrestling
yeah,
has more than one royal family, and you have the Anoa'i, the Rhodes, and the Flairs all in main event spots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
this feels like a big deal.
Now
Right.
all we need is Tessa Blanchard to come out of hiding.
You and
You know,
Tessa
Well,
Blanchard.
she
Blanchard's
did
in
finally
there.
get
You know, I
Chicago,
did-
So
I did meet her back when RVD was still in Impact, and they would record at Sam's Town. Whenever he'd invite me, I'd get
Yeah.
to go to the little after party with him. And I was dating someone else at the time. This was probably like 3-4 years ago, and we and the girl I was dating was not a wrestling fan, did not watch wrestling, but she had a good time. And this was when Tessa Blanchard was like beating the shit out of men, like right before she got the
Yeah.
title.
Right. Impact.
Yeah, right before she got the title. So the girl I'm with at the time sees her in the bar. I'm talking to Tommy Dreamer and like I'm just like I'm living my best life at this point, and she just walks off and just starts like fangirling. And I'm telling you, she was not a wrestling fan, probably still doesn't. I haven't talked to her in years. She just fangirled over Tessa Blanchard. It was like, oh my God, you're such an inspiration to women, and blah 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 blah. Like just was like, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. And then you find out that Tessa's
She was bad mouthing her teammates.
yeah.
Backstage.
Oh, whoa! I just got the 2-minute warning from our producer,
And that
so-
was almost 2 minutes ago. So we got to wrap.
all right. Let's make it like a Virgin on prom night and wrap this shit up.
all right.
Yeah, man.
One last thing. Shout out to your girl and mine too, Alexa Bliss, on The Masked Singer.
Yes. Yes.
I did not see
Sounded
this.
great.
Mhm.
I'll have to check that out.
She sounded
Well,
good.
thank you everyone who joined us today for the show. Everyone in the chat, the super sticker. Thank you very much. Don't forget to support the show by checking out Fuel Up or the WWE shop, and we'll see you guys next week for WrestleMania.